Okay, I think we're back. Can you check? Can you check? Can you check if we're back? And if you can hear me, let me know. All right, guys. Sorry for the hiccup. We please, can you, if you can hear me, can you type? You can hear me, and if the video is clear on your side, please can you type so that okay, we're back. All right. Samaxa, we're back. Joseph Abu, Claire now. Thank you very much. Peter Udoka, you're welcome. You guys are welcome to today's live stream. We had a hiccup, we started the live stream and all of a sudden we kept getting these audio difficulties, and also we had this the picture was also frozen at some point. Anyway, now we're back. Welcome and welcome. I know a lot of you didn't hear what I said before. Let me just start afresh. Today's live stream is I'm doing this live stream because of the last videos that I posted. I know a lot of people. Hannah Joseph, welcome. If you can hear me very well, please just say it. Okay, Boka said clear, fine. Right. The reason why I decided to do this is just to answer some questions a lot of people have asked, and I feel answering them there in the comment section was, yeah, I answered some of them there, but I decided why not answer it so that others can hear the answers to these questions that have been asked. And in the last video, if you have not watched that video, I actually made a video about someone who left Nigeria, traveled to Europe, and he went by road. And in the quest of trying to get to Europe, a lot of things happen on the road, and a lot of people lose their lives. And he is fortunate that he went, and Hannah Joseph is still breaking. Still breaking. Oh my God, it's beginning to break again. Wow. Man, today is crazy. Oh. Anyway, if you guys can still hear me, it'll be fine. Azubi Stanley said, no breaking here. All right. Okay. All right. So let me just continue. Please just let me know if you're not hearing me from your end. I mean, let me know if you're hearing me. Also, let me know so that I will know what we're doing, because I actually stopped the first time. I had to restart this live stream because a lot of people complained they were not hearing me. So, okay, I can hear you, Hannah said. Azuki said, man, yes, I can. I can. Okay, that you can hear me even earlier. All right, so a lot of people travel from Nigeria to Europe using certain routes. And the reason why they do this, I want to believe, is because of cost, or maybe they feel it's easier to go through that route. Because one, when you try to go through that kind of route by going from here to Europe through Niger, Libya, and all that, you don't have visa, you don't apply for visa. Some of them don't even have international passport. They go and they hope and pray that they get to their destination. All right. I want you guys to, if you have questions, you should also ask. I'll note those questions, so at the end of the day, you guys I'll be able to answer some of them. Like one of the questions I know people ask is, why do people in the first place try to go to other people's country? The very simple reason is because things are not working here in this country. I assure you, if the government have done the things they're supposed to do, even if it is just electricity itself that is stable for 24 hours a day, a lot of things will change. A lot of people leave this country because things are not working, and they feel they want to go somewhere where their lives will be better. I don't blame them. Honestly, I don't blame anybody trying to leave the country because they want a better life for themselves. And who are you to be the judge? You can't judge people. Okay, like this way, this gentleman that went to Europe through this route went, is a way that I will not go, because for me it is too dangerous. And people, from the things you have seen before, you've seen on the news, it's crazy. Please, if you guys can hear me, please can you just say something? Samax, I want to know if you guys are hearing me. So so that I won't just be talking and nobody's hearing me, because I'm actually looking at the comment section. comment here. Okay, yes, Sama says they can hear. So before I continue, please, Hannah said it's breaking on her end. Samak said he can hear me. Well, I also the thing will work out at some point. Please, guys, can you just click the like button for this stream? It will help me a lot. You know, there are ways that one can help a YouTuber. One of the greatest way you can help a YouTuber, I know it's nice, helping them, maybe buy them a coffee so that they can make more. You contribute maybe using what's it called? There's this buy me a coffee. You can also go to membership on the YouTube channel where you can become a member and help YouTuber grow. You can also go to Patreon page and also subscribe to paying certain amount to help the YouTuber get some money to do what they are doing. That is one way. That is one way. Another way you can help is just to hit the like button. It is very, very nice to know that people like what you're doing. And also, even if they don't like it that much, just help the person by hitting like. Because what it does for the person is that it helps the YouTube algorithm, as it is called, to know that this video is liked by people so that they can show it to more people. Because how it works is this: when a video is published, it's shown to a certain number of people. And if the people who the video is shown to engage with the video, then they show it to more people. If those people engage with the video, they show it to more people. That's how it grows. But if they show it, say, to 1,000 people, and just a few hands, maybe 5 or 10 people engage with the video, they will drop it to 500. They keep reducing it because nobody's engaging with the video. But if you go on and engage with the video, especially when you click like, or you even make a comment. I mean, to me, it's fantastic because it's not everybody that can support you financially, but supporting a YouTuber that way, it's brilliant. It is nice to have you guys here. And if you guys can do that, even for this video, it's fantastic. All right. Let me go back to the topic. But before then, let me read what Joseph Abo said. He said, I know a brother that followed that route and has a taxi company today in Finland. Wow, that is the reason why others are doing it. All right, one of the things I wrote down was this. Is why do people do this? One of the reasons why people do this also is that they've heard stories of people who have traveled abroad, like what Joseph Abod just said here now is that, so because somebody has traveled abroad and you've heard the story of how successful the person has been, others want to travel and experience the same thing. They're hoping that they're going to get there and also be successful like the other person, You know, a lot of people want to go abroad because the life there is way better than what it is here. Me personally, at a time in my life, I wanted to leave this country. You know, that was when I graduated from the university. There was this plan we had in my family that, okay, after graduation, you know, everyone that graduates will leave. You know, my elder brother has left, my younger brother graduated, he left, my sister left, and it was my turn. When I graduated, I was also supposed to, funny story. Why I didn't leave was because I found somebody that I fell in love with, and I told my siblings that, okay, I will only come to the UK if I don't find a job after you say this, you know. Okay, we all agreed, okay, stay there. If you can find a job, you stay. If you don't find a job, you come over. You're coming over to do your master's and you stay, you know. So that was the idea. And immediately after your service, the company where I worked, which is Caterpillar, they retained me. And so I stayed. Until now, I am still here. I've not gone anywhere. Though I've traveled to the UK on holidays and all that, but I've decided to stay here in Nigeria, you know. And the truth about what I do right now, the travel videos that I do, I'm also hoping that in a very short time, I'll start traveling outside the country and visiting other places and making sure I show the culture of the people and the way they live, the food and all the stuff. I'm going to be making those kind of videos soon, you know. But for now, I'm here and this is what I'm doing. Okay, let me go back to what Joseph Abo said. The story of successful people who have gone the route of going through Nigeria, leaving Nigeria, has been the reason why others do it. One other reason they do it is because they want a better life for themselves, which is the main reason actually. And also, sometimes some of these people who travel, who go abroad by taking this route, some of them, it's not like they've not heard that the journey from here to Europe is difficult, but nobody really explains to you how terrible journey is. I mean, I live in the States, please come around. Oh, Joseph Abo, that would be fantastic. I'll come because I really want to travel very soon. Not just Nigeria, not just Africa. I mean, go elsewhere. There are different things you can find in those places, fantastic things that will add. Because one thing I also know with doing travel vlog is that the more you travel, the more you are exposed to those places, and the more people who are from those places who connect with your videos and begin to watch you more. You understand? So you grow by traveling. So going back to what I was saying, a lot of people, like I said, want a better life for themselves, so they leave the country. Nobody tells them how difficult the journey is living in Nigeria or any of these other African countries to go to Europe by road. I mean, the journey is grueling, gruesome. It is tough. When this guy first told me his story, he actually said the pidgin English. And I'm telling you, it is tougher than what he said in real English because he's trying to comport himself to put it in a way that it is nice for people to understand and all that. But when he was saying the pidgin English, he will shout, God, the thing that die. The way he expressed himself in pidgin English is way more dramatic than, expressing himself in good English, So, like I said, people don't know. You only watch TV sometimes and you hear or you see videos of people who have drowned. Oh, you just feel is one far-fetched thing that cannot happen. Like when this guy was telling his stories and he told us that when he was in the supposed boat, that flotation device that we were on, and he stood up and he saw how big the ocean was, he told us that he's dead, that death has come, that is this how he's going to die? Just here, And they were lucky at the end of the day that they were rescued and they now went to Europe, And basically, a lot of people right now, a lot of younger people may want to go on this journey. But one of the problems is that I think now, like what I learned, is that the Libyan government have a collaboration with the European Union or with Italy. I don't know who they have that agreement with, that they're actually patrolling their waters more now than before, So because they are patrolling their waters more now, they are stopping people who want to leave. When they catch them, they take them to their cells in Libya and they deal. I hope you guys must have seen a lot of videos like that. Though even in this video, I wanted to include those kind of torture, they torture people and all that. But the reason why I didn't put it is because of YouTube. Because sometimes when YouTube sees those kind of things, they either stop the video from going out to reach more people or they demonetize the video. So I decided I wasn't going to take that chance and I decided to include those clips. Joseph Obo said, yes, it is a dangerous trip. The brother in Finland confirmed how dangerous it is. He also advised people not to do it. Can you imagine? This person that has gone is advising people not to do it. And even now that things are tough, I know people are still doing it because they'll tell themselves, okay, someone has done it, somebody did it like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, the person is doing well now, they want to try it and they want to go there. One of the major problems is that when people leave the country, Nigeria, and they go to say, okay, and they leave the country and they manage to get to, say, Italy, for example, the major problem is that when they ask you where you're coming from and why you're coming, Nigeria is not on the list of the countries they actually give asylum to, people they give asylum. There must be a reason why you want asylum from them, and they must find a reason for giving you that asylum. When you tell them, oh, it's because of Boko Haram, or it's because of things that are tough in Nigeria, that is not a good reason. They will not want to give you that because they know that other people are having it tougher. Like, okay, some other countries right now are fighting in the Eritrea, in those areas. They also have, is it South or Sudan, those people that are fighting recently. Because of those people, those kind of people that come, those people get, you understand, get first priority because they have a difficult situation they are going through. They get priority. All right. Sultan Glory said, Nigerians, please make your country work. Abroad is no longer the same, you know. I want to return to Nigeria, putting things together to go into farming. So you just have from someone who is already there. And the truth is that going abroad is not an easy thing, really. And even being there, in my opinion, I may be wrong, is hard because, you know, when you're in the country here, you always feel that those abroad, that they are milking money, that there's money flowing on the streets. It is tougher there than what it is here. In my opinion, it is tougher because there you work for every single penny. Every single penny. And here you are, somebody who doesn't understand this will tell you, bros, that he's going through some difficulties. He wants you to send them money. And then he thinks when you send him, maybe you happen to send him £100. Let's say £50. And he tells them, only £50 they send. Does he understand how hard you have worked to earn £50 or $50? He doesn't even understand it. So because he doesn't understand how difficult it is, he kind of belittles what you have given to him. God, they need to go and see how difficult it is to work and earn that money. Then they will understand that you sending them $100 or £100 that you know you have tried so much for them. They don't have an understanding, you know. Until they go, they don't know, you know. So sometimes some people think, I said before, some people think it's just a bed of roses in the US or in Canada or in America or in Europe, wherever it is, you know, abroad. You just go there, the things are just flowing on the streets. Omo, flower. Flotation device. These are hard, these are tough. Okay, so Mark said, anybody that's abroad has money. Okay, is anybody that is living abroad has money to in Nigeria? You just believe that that there's money flowing everywhere, you know, abroad. Yeah, paycheck to paycheck says Joseph about paycheck to paycheck. It's hard, you know. It's just for me. I think the major problem is our government, that we're not getting things right. Somebody said, "Oh, individual matter." Yes, I also understand that we probably need to do some things on our own. But I strongly believe that if the head is well, the neck and the body, according to Hausa, with Ira, they'll also be strong. You know, the government has to take an initiative, start doing things the right way. People will follow. Nigerians are law-abiding people. Honestly speaking, we are law-abiding people. Just that we just have people who are leading us who are not law-abiding. If they are, we will follow queue and we'll do the same. We'll just do the same. You know, all they need to do is make things work. I don't think it takes much, in my opinion, to make things work in this country. I don't think it takes so much, you know. But at the end of the day, who am I? I'm not a government official. Hello, OCJ Ekwam. OCJ Ekwam. Welcome. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Please hit the like button, please, for this video. Please, it would be nice to have you guys, all of you guys that are watching, please like this video. Thank you very much. Anyway, let me go back. So the issue here is that why do people actually leave? It's because they want to go and get a better life for themselves. It's because they've heard stories of people who have gone, who are doing well. But the other thing is that if 100 people left, maybe it's only 10% of them that are doing well. The 90 are obviously not doing well. But you get to hear the story of those 90. Even if they do, you just believe that since a certain percentage can make it, you're going to try and make it yourself. And they go and things become difficult. Some of them, they don't get any documentation. They don't get anything. They keep running from one place, pillar to post. They're trying to hide from the government. They're trying to hide from these authorities, and they waste their lives. Some of them stay there for the next 10 years. They can't come back to Nigeria because they don't have any documentation. They can't really work there properly. They start probably some of them are doing probably start doing illegal things to survive. I'm telling you, you know, it is a tough world out there. Like Joffa Boss said, it's picture to picture. It's a tough world. And it's even tougher when you don't have any documentation. It's tougher. You understand? Joseph Boss said, and please share too so that others can join. Thank you very much. Please, guys, can you guys share this live stream so that others can join and also listen to us talk about this journey that this young man embarked on and went to Europe. Now he's back. But before I get to that, the question is this journey really worth it? Going on this trip? In my honest opinion, it is not worth it. Because if you take a look at the cost of going, I'm just gonna do the cost, the money that probably he has spent. He left the country with about $400 that he had. And by the time he spent so much, all the money he has gotten, by the time he got to Libya and all that, I know twice in the video, his parents paid 150,000 twice. Now, if you take 150,000 twice, that's 300,000 plus the money he took along with him. I am telling you, if he had decided to set up a small thing for himself, even what he's presently doing now, because what he's doing right now, he started doing Uber business where he got a car from someone and he pays monthly money back to the owner of the car. It's like the car stays with him all the time. Maybe when the car has maybe an engine problem, that's when the people who own the car will come into play. But apart from that, he runs the car, he takes care of the car himself. So he's able to have a small life for himself now. I'm just thinking, if he has stayed behind with the resources that he spent going, because even a lot of people who have gone, if he has stayed behind with the resources they have, maybe, just maybe, they will be able to put things in order and we will have a better life for themselves, even here. Just maybe. But because we feel that Europe, I know Europe is beautiful from them. It's beautiful, it's organized, everything is fine. They want that kind of life and they decide to go on this journey. Well, good luck to all those that have survived and RIPs to those that died on the way. Travel with Iwala, welcome. Happy to join this live stream. You're welcome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, welcome. Sultan Dori said, not worth it. There was a boat that capsized the other day in Greece and a lot of people died. The fun thing about Nigerians going on that journey, or most Africans going on that journey, I must tell you that 99% of those that will be in that boat don't know how to swim. Most of us in Africa, especially, let me use Nigeria as a point of reference, most of us who are adults as we are now, we don't know how to swim because we were not taught just the way they are taught in the Western world, where a child is more, they start taking them to, even in school, they start taking them to the swimming pool, they're learning how to swim. I know some schools in Abuja where I live right now, even my son's school, the former school it was, they had a swimming pool, I think once a week or thereabout, they have these swimming lessons where they teach them how to swim. It's different. Abroad, they teach you how to swim. It's just like learning how to ride a bicycle. You learn how to swim. But we as Nigerians, it's only when we get to a certain age as adults, we're not going to swimming pool ourselves, trying to learn how to swim. And because we we have so much sense in our head now, we don't want to drown. So we always stay in this shallow section. We don't really learn because of so much that we have in our heads. I mean, for a child who is learning, doesn't have the fear of death and all that. So the child gets to learn quicker. But for adults like us, who have so much bills to pay and also we're thinking of how to make money. I mean, we don't want to get drowned, so we don't really get to learn because of that fear. You guys, I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, because I'm telling you, ask any Nigerian, 99% of us don't know how to swim. So just imagine those Africans who are in those boats, those things. I don't want to call them boats, but anyway, boats. And they go, and anything happens, they all drown. The painful thing about being in those boats is that none of them have a life jacket. None of them can swim. They're just hoping that they get to their destination. man, it's not it at all. Okay, Samak said, I've never tried swimming in my life. Like just what I've said, you know. The only time I actually started learning how to swim is when I was in secondary school. Yeah, we used to go to the swimming pool in Kaduna because I was born in Kaduna. So we used to go to Hamdallah Hotel, even Doba Hotel these days. We'll go, we'll try to, that was like almost every single Sunday. You know, at some point, I stopped going to the swimming pool. And when I got married, we started going to the pool again. Then that place in Gamji Gate, if you guys know Kaduna, that place in Gamji Gate has been shut down. As at the last time I went there, I made a video there. The place has been shut down. There's no pool anymore there. So it's about us not knowing these things. And when we go into the water, especially the ocean, it's dead straight. It's dead. Takamoran, okay, welcome, sir. A lot of people in the US are starting to realize how important immigrants are to the economy. I wonder if it's the same in Europe. I don't know whether it's the same in Europe, but in like you said, in the US, they begin to realize how important immigrants are because people who are coming into the country, like people who are going to the US right now, Nigerians that are jackparing, according to the new words now they are using, they are skilled people, people who are learning, people who are schooled. So they're actually taking the best from here and they are going there to do to work. And they are, like I said, they're taking the best from our country. Why are they taking the best from our country? Because our country is not providing the best atmosphere or the condition for these people to work. So the people want to migrate to a place where they can be, where they will have the best, let me say the best of their lives. But at the end of the day, like Joseph said, he said it's paycheck to paycheck. So eventually you'll be earning here and paying there. Your life will just be revolving around one circle, you know. And it's difficult to break away from that circle, I'm telling you. Anyway, that is it. That is how it is. Let me see if somebody has said anything or asked another question. Just for a second. Sultan Glory said, we can't swim because of our parents' superstitions and water. Well, that may be true because, first of all, our parents don't know how to swim themselves. So they don't want us going near water, especially when it comes to rivers. You know, we always believe that something, because that's our tradition, you know, most of us, you know, we have come from places where they believe there are certain things in water, the water has some kind of powers and all those stuff. So we tend to keep away from those things. Okay, like growing up in Kaduna, there's a place called River Kaduna. We used to go there to swim. My mother or my dad never knew I ever went to that river. You understand? So we try to stay in the shallow areas, we try to learn how to, but those things we're not actually learning how to swim. We're just going there to play in the water. It was when we tried to learn how to, but those things we're not actually learning how to swim. We're just going there to play in the water. It was when I started going to the swimming pool in Kaduna those days that I started learning how to make friends with them, to start teaching what to do. And gradually I started learning how to swim. I don't think I've been in any pool for over 5 years, 7 years. I don't know how long ago I ever entered the pool, you know. So a lot of us don't really know how to because of that. Okay. OCJ Kwam says, even if you can swim, swimming in the Mediterranean is completely different. And if the weather is bad, your chances of survival is slim or more. Do you guys hear that? So I'm just talking about swimming. I didn't even consider what he has just said now. Swimming in the Mediterranean is wide open ocean. I don't even know how deep that ocean is. And let's think about one without a life vest. There's no life jacket. There's nothing, and you're trying to tread the water and remain and hope that somebody comes to save you. That's dead already. I'm telling you. Then think about the fact that if the water is even troubled, if you have bad weather, I mean, it's just gonna be disastrous. I'm telling you. Sultan Glory says, is the opposite in Europe. They don't want immigrants anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, is it because they are nuisance to them, or is it because they feel they don't have the resources to manage the people that are coming into their country? Well, maybe it's something one need to research on and find out, but I don't know. But the problem is that a lot of us who live from here, who go through that route that we're talking about, always end up in camps. And in those camps, when they ask those people the questions that they ask, why are you here? What drove you from a country? Like I watched a video where a lady said that she just wanted to better her life, that she learned sewing. She wanted to come and improve. Man, that is not a good reason. There must be a reason why you're leaving the country. There must be a reason. It has to be something that is between life and death, so that you know that they're helping you to save your life. Because if you just say, oh, it's because things are tough for everyone in Nigeria. If you decide as a Nigerian, all of us decide that because things are tough, we want to run away, the whole country will be empty. You know. Joseph Abu said, my kids can swim here. Here, okay. They are between age of 10, 8, and 4. I only started swimming. Okay, can you imagine? Okay, let's say this now. His kids at this age, between 4, 8, and 10, already swimming. Meanwhile, he, as their dad, started swimming at the age of 38. And some of us who are even older than that, in this chat and all, some of us can't even still swim till now, you know. And I'm not even, I don't know why I'm talking so much about swimming now, you know, but it's one of those things I think every human should learn. It's just like learning how to ride a bicycle. We should learn how to swim. It's one of those things that you should learn to do, you know. And it is not difficult. Some places you can pay maybe 2,000 or 2,005 or 1,000, 1,005 to swim. And if you want to register as a member, obviously it's cheaper because you're going to pay a certain amount. Then you keep, anytime you come, you can swim. So it is a good thing to learn. You know, it's a good thing to learn. Okay. The question I asked: why do people go on this journey? I think I've said it before. Let me just. Osage said, he said Nigeria should organize itself like the Philippines and an establishment, government to government agreements for those nations that want immigrants and agree a quota, which is sensible. That would be a fantastic thing. I think if the government can do that, I mean, it will make so much sense, because at that point in time, you know, okay, these people, this country needs certain amount of people in certain industry. You get people who are registered with you, who you know can fill in those shoes. You send them and they go. You know, because it's a government and government team, those people will be accommodated, those people will be taken care of properly. It won't be like an illegal thing. You just get up and you leave and you don't even know what your life is. Because some people, as it stands in this country right now, have sold their items, have sold their things, and they have moved to other countries. And getting there, they discover that it is not as they think. It is not. Look, the truth is that things are never the way you think they are until you get to a place you discover that the grass is not as green as you think it is from your end. You think the grass is greener. You discover, when you get there, you discover they just painted the grass. It was brown. They just painted this green. But meanwhile, yours was green. It wasn't like yours was actually totally dead, but you just decided to go somewhere where you felt it was greener. You know. Sultan Glory said they don't have the resources to cope anymore. Okay. Here in England, there's a lot of Eastern Europeans, and the system is feeling the pressure. Oh, okay. Because of that, probably like you said, they don't have the resources to manage the people coming in, so they actually stop more people. But at the same time, I think recently they keep like people, enough Nigerians are applying to go there and do their master's degree, and I want to believe that some of these people, when they're done with the master's degree, they may not allow them stay more than a certain, maybe a year or two. They have to leave the country, except they get a solid job or something that is keeping them. But if they don't, I probably think to let them leave their country and return back to where they are. And also believe that some of these European countries, I believe that they don't have the betting age, the younger generation are not as much as the older generation. So they may not have the population as is supposed to be, like replenishing the population, you know, not giving birth like they should. You know, I think for those kind of countries, they may want to encourage immigrants to come so that they get married and they have children in those countries. Maybe some of them may do that, you know. All right, let me go back to one of these questions here. Okay, somebody asked a question on YouTube saying that what is the guy doing now? The guy that went to Europe. He's actually doing, I mentioned it before, let me just say, because I actually said that when I was answering that question. Let me just answer it properly. The guy actually got back, and when he got back, he finally got someone who, the guy actually got back, and when he got back, he finally got someone who uh, helped him get a taxi for Bolt or Uber, as you guys call it, and he actually started working with that, and he's doing very well. That's how I got to meet him. That's how I met him in the first place, because when I went for my mom's burial, I spoke with my nephew. He said he knows a company that has these people that work for them like that. So he connected me with two people who took us around when we were in Benin. And this guy was one of them. And he was a very nice guy. When I met him, he took us around. He was kind, he was gentle, and we just liked him. So I told him the last day before we left Benin, that was when he told me his story on our way back to the hotel. And I really felt it was something that I wanted to share with you guys. So I told him when I would be coming back to Benin that I was going to see him. I will make a video of it. The truth then was that I had some tickets that we didn't use when we were going because we missed our flight anyway. But going back to Benin, something has happened that I went to attend to in Benin. So that was why I went back. And when I went back, I called him. He picked me up at the airport and he took me around for the 2 days, 3 days that I was there. And one of those days, I tried to sit down with him and ask him to tell us the story so that I can share with all of us. Let me read some of the comments. Sultan Glory said, there is a Kenyan YouTuber that sold her car in Kenya and moved to Sweden only to be riding a bicycle in Sweden. Whoa, wow. Omo, hey, hey, hey. He sold a car in Kenya and moved to Sweden and now riding a bicycle. Anyway, maybe she's doing well. Maybe her YouTube channel is doing well. She may not feel it. Maybe she may be able to work hard, they gather enough money, and maybe one day come back to Kenya and buy a better car. Maybe. And if I don't really know, really, because if she sold her things in Kenya and came to Sweden to be riding a bicycle, or more, I don't know. But anyway, it's her decision. Well, guys, if you don't mind, can you put the link of this girl? Let me, maybe somebody I so that I can follow her, because I actually like following African or Nigerian YouTubers because I like to see what we are doing. I follow a lot of these YouTubers. I do, whether the person has small subscribers, large subscribers, doesn't matter to me. The important thing for me is that I like following people that do almost similar things that I do, or people who do something that I like. So if the person is doing kind of travel videos, I like to see where the person is traveling to and what the person is doing, because it also inspires me to tell me that, okay, you can do this, you get to this place. You understand what I'm saying? So if I put the person's links, Sultan Glory, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. So guys, for those that are in the chat, please, can you guys like this video? Please, let me just say it here again, because I said it before. What the ways you can help a YouTuber is either you support them financially or you support them by liking their videos. It's as good as money. The ways you can help a YouTuber is either you support them financially or you support them by liking their videos. It's as good as money, in my opinion. I'm not saying that it's better than money, but just it's as good as money, because if you engage the guy's video, it tells the algorithm that, oh, people like what the guy is doing, then they show it to more people. So you're helping the video grow. You're helping their YouTuber grow. So for me, engagement, even if you just say, oh, thank you for this video, or I like what you're doing, and you also click the like button, it helps. Sometimes you see people watch your videos, you have a certain number of views, and you have less than 5% of those people liking your video. Just like the video, it won't kill us. I know it's hard, but sometimes the worst part of YouTube is that you tell people to share. For me, sharing the video is harder, except because I watch people's video, except I know there's something I know the other person will learn from, and I'm learning from it. I can send it to the person or make a comment, so that the YouTuber grow, you know. Samak said, please do well to subscribe. Okay, so Samak is actually asking you guys, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I know most of you here are subscribers, right? All right, but just like the video. It'd be nice to have you guys like the video. OCJ, let me just say Equam. Let me stop calling the OCJ. Or let me say OCJ, anyone works. Swimming with your clothes on is a whole lot harder than swimming in shorts or bikini. You tire much is a whole lot harder than swimming in shorts or bikini. You tire much too quickly or something like that. The reason why that is so is because there is a lot of resistance and friction. Because when you're swimming with your clothes, there is resistance, your body cannot glide through the water. So you get tired. It's like something holding you back, and that makes you tire quickly or easily. So I totally understand what you just said. So swimming with clothes on is a no-no, actually, is a no-no. Sultan Gori said, I don't think she's doing YouTube anymore in Sweden. Wow. Haven't heard of her since she moved to Sweden. Oh my God. Oh. Anyway, she must have a reason for doing what she's doing. Well, in my own opinion, I really, like I said before, I want to travel. There are so many places I want to travel to. Even right now, this week, I'll be going on a trip on Thursday. Like I said in my last live video, I said that my videographer lost her dad, and the burial is on Saturday, but the wake keep is on Friday. So I'll be leaving town on Thursday for Niger State, where the burial will be taking place. So I'll be going there. But knowing what we know now, that getting fuel, of the cost of fuel is very, very expensive in Nigeria now, I've decided, even in my last video, I said that I will not make any trip except I'm going to be making videos there. And there's no point for me to get to Niger State, spend a couple of days and come back without making videos. So I'm going to stay put after the burial. I'm going to travel around. I already listed some things I want to do in that state. So watch out, guys. I'm just telling you, videos will be coming out from that state. A lot of things that I feel people need to see or that are interesting, I'm going to share those videos with you. And if by the time I come back, there are a couple of states I've planned out, two different sections of the country that I won't cover, but until I come back from that trip before we embark on the other one, it will be fantastic. I'm telling you, it will be nice. It will be very nice. All right. All right. Let me see if there's any question. Anybody has asked any question I missed because of parents superstition. Yeah, a lot of people in the US. Okay. All right. Well, let me just go back to the blender. Okay. One of the things this young man said when he was going to Europe was that one of the ideas he had in his head was that he believed that when he gets to Europe, that people that they will just get, when they get there, they're just going to put them in a house, give them like a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom flat, that they're going to pay them, that he's going to be living large. That's the idea that he has in his head, or he had in his head when he was living. And when he got there, he was expecting that. That is one of the reasons why he actually didn't. When he got to Italy, they were supposed to like take their fingerprints, register them as the asylum, see if they can get his asylum there in Italy. But somebody told him, one of his uncles told him that in Germany that they pay more. The asylum money they pay is far more than what they pay in Italy. That was the reason he took that risk and decided to go to in Austria. And at the end of the day, he was deported. You know, in my opinion, if he had even stayed, probably, I don't know, because we don't know what would have happened, but probably if he had stayed in Italy and he has sought the asylum there, probably he would have gotten it. But because he was trying to run to a place where he feels he's going to get so much money, you know, so he went and the thing didn't work and ended up being deported back to Nigeria, which is crazy. I'm telling you. And the other part of the thing, the story that really touched me was that when he was asked to get a lawyer to make an appeal. And because he was in a place where he couldn't do it himself, he actually asked someone. The person told him that they know of a lawyer who was going to do it for him. And he asked them to pay, it was $600, he said, that the lawyer charged. And he sent the money to them. They never did that appeal for him. He's applying for him to stay and all the stuff. That lawyer is working for him or fighting for him. Nothing like that. It's crazy that some people just know that you're trying to survive, you're working very hard, trying to stay in a place. Then they instead of helping you to achieve what you're trying to achieve, meanwhile you have paid them fees and they will not help you. To me, that's criminal. It's criminal, I'm telling you. All right, let me read a few comments. Okay, Sultan Lori said, I don't think she's doing okay. You said that. Hannah just says, we can't wait to see all the videos that will be dropping. Yeah, videos will be coming, and it'll be nice stories because I'm trying to make. I know it's a difficult transition that I've made so in the past couple of months, because when you start YouTube, let me go back to my story a bit before I continue what she said here. When I started making YouTube channel videos, I actually had in my mind go to places, show what they're doing, talk about their food, their culture, spend time with them, see how they live their lives, and share these stories with you guys. That was the initial thing. That was the initial thing I wanted to do. But what happened here is that when we had that lockdown and we were at home, and I knew that, okay, since I can't be traveling now, I could do this or that kind of videos. And I started making those videos. And I know it resonated with a lot of people. They loved the videos. I was talking about houses, housing, estate, all those stuff, which is beautiful. I'm not disputing that. It's fantastic. But I really want to do travel videos. And I started making travel videos now. A lot of those people who subscribe because of travel videos, some of them stopped watching. Some of them are still here. They're watching. Praise God for those that are still here. For those that stopped watching, praise God. Maybe one day they will just click and watch one of my videos and decide to start watching my videos again. Maybe. Anyway, and it's difficult, but it is something I'm committed to. It's something I want to do with all my heart. So in spite of the fact that the cost of travel now is more than double what it was, triple even what it was before, well, it is something we're going to travel. It's very expensive, but anyway, like I said, we won't just be doing one-way journey anymore. We have to go comb as much as we can in that area and be able to make so much stories from that area before we return back to our base, because it will not be wise to pay so much, filling your tank, staying in hotels, which price will have gone up, food will have gone up, everything is going up, then you now go and you come back without really achieving much. No, we won't be doing that anymore. All right. So Hannah, Joseph, just don't worry, videos will come in and I'm sure you like them. All right. Sir Max also said, me too. Okay, nice. Joshua Sabo, good evening, sir. Can you offer any help to anybody that wants to become content creator, please? My doors are open. Okay, let me just talk a bit about myself. Maybe that may help you understand the kind of person I am. And first of all, I am a photographer. Okay, I'm a photographer. Originally, I'm an engineer, electrical electronic engineer. I worked as an engineer for years before I started my own business and ended up being a photographer because it's something I've always loved. And YouTube came along, and I always wanted to make YouTube videos, but I felt at those points in time that I needed so much money to travel. I wanted to be able to have so much so that I can travel and do so much. But now I know that I don't have to have everything. If I have a little, I go and make the little I can make and come back. They keep going in that direction, So if you want to learn content creation, even if it's not like this, you can always WhatsApp me. My number is on my Instagram page. You can always send me a WhatsApp number. As a matter of fact, there are people that I mentor right now who call me and ask me, what do I think about this? What do I think about that? How do I think they should do this? From the best of my knowledge, I'll advise you. This is what I think from what I know. So if if you can apply it, if it can help you, it will help you fantastic, So don't be a stranger. Just Joshua Sabo, anytime you can send me a message. Joshua, you can also click just like the video since you just joined. It will be nice to have you like this live stream. All right. Sultan said, I will advise Nigerians start going or using motorbikes, machine, not Okada, better ones like Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, etc. It's cheaper and more practical than car in most cases. It doesn't consume as much fuel. Really, it is, though. It is, because I know that most of us, we already have cars. Maybe that's why we're still driving the cars we're driving. But when it comes to efficiency, you can't beat a motorbike. You can't beat a motorbike, especially a good one. You can't beat a motorbike when it comes to efficiency. When it comes to it doesn't even get. You don't get into traffic and get hold up like cars do. You don't spend as much as you do. But just that, in my opinion, if you want to go that way, assuming I want to start riding bikes now, I'll have to get the proper clothing for it, because I will not go into riding bike without gearing up properly, because it makes no sense to me. Because it's just you and the open road. If anything happens and you go down, at least be wearing the proper helmet, proper gadget, protecting your arms, your elbows, and all those stuff. Proper clothing is nice. It will be nice. All right. Joshua, okay, no problem. Anytime, Joshua, you want to ask anything, you're free. I'm telling you, you're free to. Hannah Joseph said, I was really hoping things will start to hear they deported. He seems like a nice guy. To be honest, he is a nice guy. I've spent the time I went for my mom's funeral, and when I went again last week, I spent some time with that guy. That guy is gentle. He's a gentle soul. And I think that is one of the reasons why I believe that he survived that trip. He didn't have as much problem like some people who do. Because a lot of people go. Tell you the truth, he did not even mention in the video how much they rape people on that trip. I'm telling you. I know he told me when he was telling me in pidgin English, when he first told me the story, he mentioned how terrible that trip was. But when he was saying it, he tried to cut off that part of the talk about rape and all the stuff. But those things happen a lot on that journey, especially when they see a young lady, even whether she's married or not, they don't care. Especially the only question is maybe she's with her husband and the husband has paid money for them to leave her. Man, like even told me, some of those people you see carrying babies on the way to Europe, some of them are babies that they got pregnant from people who raped them in those camps. I'm telling you. And at the end of the day, it's just terrible. Terrible. I wonder how it feels, to have children that they came from that kind of situation. Kai, man, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. All right, let me read this. Eddie, how to says EPA is okay. Nice to see you here. When you begin, yeah. I really love that video. That's my village guy. Please do a video and tell Edo's state citizens to come and invest in the state. Okay, and that's okay. That move towards Germany, Austria was a mistake, in my opinion. He would have gotten a start in Italy, then proceed to Germany. As if Eddie was here when I said it, Eddie, how to say it. See, I said it. I felt if he had stayed in Italy, I believe he would have succeeded. Trying to go to Chile because he believed that the condition there was better. In my opinion, that is fine. You see, okay, welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. So I believe that would have helped him. Okay, Eddie, you also said something about make a video about Edo State. Yes, I have a plan for Edo State. I really, really want to make videos from that state and neighboring states. That will be coming soon. That's one of the arms of the videos I'll be making soon. And like you have suggested, that is something I'll take into consideration to talk about. It's not just about Edo State even. I think most states, especially southern states in the country, the Igbo-speaking states, all the ones in the east, the Western states, because those are the places where we have a lot of young people traveling out of this country because they're trying to make a living for themselves. They go to other countries to try to make a living. It's good to also encourage them to know that there is always a home to come back to, and there is always something you can do, even when you are there. You can. I know people are afraid to invest when they are not there because they believe that sometimes some things don't go the way it's supposed to go, which is true. I won't lie, it is true that sometimes you may even want to set up, for example, some people send in money for their houses to be built for them. And by the time they keep sending money, the day they come back, they discover nothing was done on their behalf. That has happened and it still happens. I'm not saying that there are no good people who, when money is sent to them, they do those things or that they do what they are supposed to do. There are hundreds and hundreds of people who do that. But there are also thousands and thousands of people who money will be sent to them and they will not do what they are supposed to do. There are a lot of people like that. It's just that, like, let me say this, like, somebody called me this evening, somebody outside the country, that they want me to help them check out a place where they bought a property, and they want me to go and help them check out, which I'm going to do. And it's not like sometimes some of these people know that they don't have family members to do that. They feel that it's good to use somebody, a third party, which is good. I'm an advocate of that. Most time when people ask me, Big Wheels, they want to buy this property, can you help me find a lawyer? Can you help me do this? Sometimes I'll tell you, I can help you go and check a property, but I need you to get another person to help you confirm what I've told you. I don't want to be, I will be the one that went to help you get the land. I'll be the one that help you get a lawyer. I'll help you be the one that help you get this. No, I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that help the land. I'll be the one that help you get a lawyer. I'll help you be the one that help you get this. No, I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that help you make a decision of what you want to do. Then again, you can also get a lawyer or get another person to confirm what I have said or what I've gone to find out. The reason is that so that you can have peace of mind that what I've told you is true. Because some people, I'm not talking about myself because I won't do that. Some people may be dubious. They will help you find out a place. Then they will be the ones that so they'll help you get a lawyer. They will connive to make money off you. Like, it's not like I'm not ready to make money, but I'm ready to make money that I charge you for the job I'm doing. Not to there are some money that I am not in my 20s or so. So I've seen some money. So some things are not my problem. My problem is integrity and honesty. Those are the things that is for me. If I say this is this, that's how it is. I don't want. If I tell you this is white, it is white. You can't come back tomorrow and somebody tell you it's light blue. No, it is white. It is white. So that is how I want my life to be, and that is how it has been. So I always tell you, it's not about me. I don't want to make money. I want to make money, but I want to make money with a good name. I don't want to make money because I want to make money. No, that's not me. Anyway. All right, let me just read a few comments. Simon Peter, welcome to the live stream. Please, if you have not liked the video, please like the video. Please, please, please. Keep doing the great job, bro. The Lord is your strength. Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, Simon Peter. Ekwam Osich said, how does your wife and son feel about your frequent and lengthy absence from home? Yes, they are used to it now. And let me go back to a bit of history so that you guys can have understanding where I'm coming from. When I served with Caterpillar, you guys Caterpillar all over the world, everybody know Caterpillar. I was the sales engineer for Caterpillar for like 5-6 years. And my job was traveling. I would travel 1 week in, 1 week out. That was the way the work was. I'll be 1 week in Kaduna because I was employed then in Kaduna. 1 week I'll be in Kasana, 1 week I'll be back, 1 week I'll be off again. That has been the way it was when I was a copper, when I was dating my wife. She knows that is how it has been. So my children were born into this thing where they know that their dad is always out, in, out, in. It's in my opinion, it's even now that I even spend more at home because when I come back from a trip, maybe I go for say a month or maybe less than that, and I come back, I start editing the videos we have made, and I spend most time at home with my family. When I say at home, I mean at home. I have a studio in town before. I just let the studio go like a month or so ago. I let that place go. And now I use this place as my studio. So I spend most of the time with my family. I am always in my family. So when I'm at home, it's my home and with my family. When I travel, they know I've gone. And when I'm done with what I'm doing, I come back and I'm at home with them. So it's the thing that they have known now, and everybody accepts it that way. That's the way dad is. He travels and he comes back, and when he's home, he's just with everybody. I don't go anywhere, except maybe there's a reason for me to leave the house. I go and I do what I need to do, and I come back home. I'm always in the house. But when it's time to travel, I'm off, you know. All right. OCJ Kwem said, how does your wife, okay, I just answered that. And okay, Eddie says, we have like 50,000 Nigerians or more in Italy. They can appoint someone, sign agreement in Europe, and they send that person to start a business and invest £1, €1 monthly. Well, that would be fantastic if that can be done, because I know a lot of Nigerians, especially those, excuse me, guys, especially those from those countries there. When it's the southern part of Nigeria, that's what I mean. Southern part of Nigeria, they are there hustling, trying to make a living. If they can come to an agreement to be able to put things together and send somebody to do that for them, that would be great. I mean, that would be fantastic. Especially people from Edo State. You have a lot of people there in Italy, in France, sorry, in those areas, in those European countries. A whole lot of them are there. A whole lot of them. So is in the East too. A lot of boys travel, a lot of young men travel out of the country to make a living for themselves. So if they can have this kind of understanding and send money back home to establish businesses, that would be brilliant. But can they trust that the person is going to do it? That's one other thing. If the person that they're sending back, I believe they can find somebody trustworthy among themselves, and maybe the person decided to come back and the person established that business for them. That would be great. That would be great, really. That would be great. All right. Okay, like some of these people travel from Nigeria, right? Especially if you're from, I'll keep using Edo State as an example because that's where my parents are from. So, and that's where this guy that we made a video about is from. So, a lot of people travel, heard stories of other people who have succeeded, who have gone. And, you know, some of these people don't even know that some of these people who have traveled are not doing legitimate things. Some of the people who have traveled are not, they don't have documentation. They just go and whatever that needs to be done to make money, they do. You know, some are into drugs, some are into crime, some are into different things just to make money. And some of them, by the time they make this money, they send a bit home. Maybe they have reliable parents or brothers, they start building something for them. One or 10 when we did outside, man, the guy don't hammer. Now 6 months ago, now he go, the guy don't. For those of you who don't understand pidgin, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to express it the way it is, you know. They keep saying, the guy that is sent to cars come, we sent to best come. Sometimes some of these people, they don't even get this thing legally. This thing they are sending, maybe is even stolen, who knows, you know. Because think about it, somebody who has gone legally into maybe to Europe, or maybe to England or so wherever, the person is working very hard, trying to earn a living. Then somebody who just went to Italy 6 months ago has sent like 5 cars. Well, no, well done. Now they just keep the cars for road, they dash you. It can't be true. What are you doing that you bought 5 cars, or how many cars are you sending back home? The person must not be doing something straight. You know, and those people in Benin, by the time they see somebody has brought how many cars, they just feel, man, we have to go there and make this thing. Italo is just booming. Maybe this country is doing well. It is never like that, though. If you go, that's when you realize that those people are not straight people, straightforward people. They are not. Anyway, Eddie says, see, they can make Edo a manufacturing hub, recycling hub. The state will make so money. Yes, the state will make so much money because even Edo State, I'm sure they should have set up like a juice factory in that Edo State, because when I was in Ekoma, when I was schooling, when I was in the university in Ekoma, I think in a hub or somewhere, a place called a hub, is a hub where you will see different kinds of food, different kinds of food, pineapple, so different things. Is a hub for foods. That's when those people come with the loads, trailers, they load them and they bring them to the north and all those other parts of the country. Those things in those places, instead of taking them all the north, and some of them get damaged on the way because the vehicle may break down and it may spend 5 or 6 days in the sun, something will go bad. If they have a factory, juice factory, say in Eho, they don't have to go far. All the things they need, probably need for that factory will be done there. You understand? Like there's this place too in Benue State. If you're going to Oguja from Benue, there is a place we saw where they have a lot of oranges. They have orchards, oranges. They could set up an orange factory somewhere. Look, Nigeria has so much. Nigeria has so much. It's just unfortunate that our leaders are not pushing us in the right direction. Even if you decide to say get a loan or able to get money to try to set up a factory like that, government policy will just come tomorrow and change things for you. It has happened to a lot of people. They will decide they want to go into certain businesses. Things are just the way they are today. Then the government comes from one other government will just come and decide that they are not happy with what the other government has done concerning a policy. They will just change it, regardless of who have put in billions, millions of money in that field. So how encouraging is that? That is why most times when people set up businesses in Nigeria, they quickly want a business that they will reap and make their money immediately and leave. Because they don't want to do a long-term business. When you do long-term businesses, sometimes it doesn't work. Not that it cannot work, but the government policy will choke it. So people would want to just quickly do something that they know in a year or two, they already made so much money from it, that even if it goes south, it's fine. You understand? Okay, Eddie says the person just need to hold an European passport. He or she can't run. His pension and pension fund will guarantee it. Okay. Eddie, if you're in Europe right now, I think it is something that probably you can discuss with one or two people. But I'm going to do my bit. This same idea you're sharing me to do in Edo State, I'm going to do it in all the southern states if I start traveling that way, or any state that I know. Because the reason why I say southern states, beg your pardon, guys, so that you understand what I'm saying, is that most people who travel out of the country are from the south. Fewer people travel in the north. It is a fact. It's not that I'm putting some people down, or it's not. That's just the truth. People who travel out of the country, they are Yorubas, or they are Igbos, or they are Edo, they are Kannada, they are whatever, they are from the south. You rarely find people in the north traveling out of the country. If you see people traveling out of the country in the north, it's most times government sponsored. Maybe they're working in ministry, government is sending them to one course somewhere, they will go, or maybe they finish secondary school, their government is sponsoring them to go to university in Kenya or go to university in Turkey. You know, their government is sponsoring them. It's rare. Just in the south, who cares? Government will not look at you a bit. So not because government does that for them. So a lot of them travel that way, not because they want to go and make a life for themselves. They're not going anywhere to make any life. When they are here, there's life here for them, so they don't go anywhere. You see, somebody may say what I'm saying is as if I'm saying something wrong about any part of the country. I'm not saying anything wrong. I was born in the north. I've lived all my life in the north, and I can tell you the truth how it is. I'm not lying. That's what it is, you know. So that is just how it is. It is just how it is. I mean, if you look at it, just how it is. All right. Let me read. Eddie says, exactly, juice factories. Okay, that's what I talked about just now. An idea. Do a video about a hole. I need to buy land there. Okay. Right. I will write these things down because some of these things, you know, if I don't write them down, I may forget. Okay. All right. Eddie is really chatting. He said, okay, that's why the diaspora needs to form a committee and partner with the state government, not a relationship, not a relationship to do cultural events or parties, but for solely investment purpose. Ah, that's nice. You are right. I've lived in Italy and right now in Germany. We have many Southerners abroad, Yoruba, Edo, Igbo. It's true. I'm telling you, they are the ones that are traveling, trying to make a life for themselves. I mean, somebody once said to me that if you're from the north, there's a tendency that somebody, your sibling, your brother, a friend, somebody is in government, they will find a job for you. So a lot of them get what you don't get as Southerner. Truth be told, I know somebody may say I'm big wheels, but that's just the truth. That is why they don't bother traveling the way the Southern people travel, because everyone in the South is on his own. You must go to school, by your parents will pay your school fees for themselves. No government is sponsoring anywhere. It's different in the North. I'm not saying the government sponsor everybody in the North, but it happens in the North often. And then again, why do you want to travel when you are rest assured that you're going to get a job? Do you get? In the South, every single person goes to school, whether your father is learned or not. You go to school. So when you go to school, you have to find a way to survive. You have to find a way of making money because you're not relying on anybody to foot your bill. You get what I'm saying? So it is you. You must find a way of surviving. All right. All right. Anyway, that being said, uh, okay. You see, going back to that video and the guy's trip to Europe, right? The thing is, if they have an inclination of how dangerous this thing is, I can assure you that most people will not travel that route. Because even this guy didn't know how dangerous this journey was going to be. Because he actually thought that the $400 he had with him was going to sustain him. He said in his mind, he thought that in a week, he will be there now. Meanwhile, he spent 3 months on the road, over 3 months on the road to get to Europe. And that is because his parents actually supported him by sending money. For some of us, for some people who don't even have that kind of backing, they go and you're calling friends here and there, trying to get people to help you while you're there to go across the Mediterranean. Is tough. So they spend months and months, start picking up odd jobs, start doing some certain things just to survive. I mean, it's not a way to go. I'm telling you, it's not a way to go. I don't. I can't even imagine myself doing that trip. I'm telling you. If I imagine it, I've seen myself in a dream doing that, I'll wake up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Eddie said, please let me add this. We know the country situation isn't the best right now, but it's still ripe for investment from the diasporas. Okay, we need more content creators like you to show the potential. Right? We'll keep showing. Honestly speaking, we'll keep showing because there are different businesses people do in different part of the country that they make money from. Different businesses, and if you guys in diaspora can come together and put your head together and decide to do something, it will go a long way. Because whether I like it or not, the people in diaspora are actually helping the economy of this country because they're sending. I've forgotten how much it is they send in this country, either to their siblings or to do certain jobs for them. It is crazy how much they bring in to help the economy. Hannah just say in the video he talked about some people who are stranded with no money to even feed or continue their trip. That's sad though. Yeah, it is. It is sad because those people get trapped there. They don't know what to do. And if it's a girl, I mean, the worst that will happen, or what will happen is that she will start using her body to try to survive, which is crazy. For the guys, they may start doing some crimes, I mean, which will make it terrible. You're not a criminal here. You go there, things become tough or rough. There is no way to survive. Somebody has to leave. I'm not suggesting what they are doing is right. I'm just saying somebody has to leave. It is a tough one, really. It is tough. It is tough. It's not an easy journey to embark on. And then again, I just feel that if you are a graduate or you're not a graduate, if you want to travel right now, you could apply. I don't know how difficult or how easy it is. You get a is this a Gen visa they call it or whatever, and travel out of the country. Go get a feel of what it is like. Spend some time and find somebody you know of. I know there's always a way. I may not know the way, but I always believe that there's always a way. If all you have to do is just take a good look, something must be there. There's a way you can travel to those countries without having to go through this dangerous route this guy went to. And presently, I learned that the Italian government is actually paying the Libyan government or the people to monitor and patrol the Mediterranean Ocean to stop people from getting across to Europe. So those guys are doing their jobs very well. They are arresting these people, taking them to prison, beating the hell out of them, making sure. And if they catch the person and the person is able to call his people and it's like kidnapping. You have to bribe or pay your way out, then they'll let you go. But if you don't have anybody or more, or is your own. I'm telling you. Okay, CJ said the North has lower literacy rates, so obtaining government funding to study abroad will be easier as competition is less. Exactly, very correct. Because there was a time I was in Kenya, we met with a guy, him and his wife, they're both lecturers in one of the universities in Kenya there. We met him and he was telling us about some of the students that they have. He pointed out a hostel because he's not far from where he lives. And he said that that whole hostel, people who live there are northerners. They just came, their government sponsoring them for one of these northern states. Almost all the students in that hostel. I was shocked. I said, wow. And recently I saw a video about some students in Turkey that I think it's Zamfara state government or something like that didn't pay their fees. The school authority had to chuck them out of the hostel. They were like sleeping outside and they were complaining, making videos, asking for the government of the state to come and help them pay their fees and all that. It happens, it happens. Like you said, the literacy rate is low, so fewer people go to school. But at the same time, if you go to the university, say ABU Zaria, now you have a lot of Northerners in the school there, a lot of them. So, and they will find a way of fixing them somewhere. Somehow, they'll get jobs. I'm telling you. Right? Eddie says, I'm sure he didn't tell you about girls being thrown up abroad. Oh, overboard during the sea cross. Call them witches wearing boats hit the high waves. So many stories from Libya and Italy. Jesus. He actually didn't tell me that because I think when he went, he said the sea was calmer and they didn't have troubles like that. So obviously that didn't happen in his own case, And one of the things he told me was that some people died on their way. One of the stories he mentioned in the video was a lady that was crushed, and when she died, the people took her out of the truck and went to just buried her in one shallow grave in the desert there. And I started thinking, imagine the parents of this girl think their daughter they'll be thinking she has gotten to Europe or they are trying to reach her. Okay, maybe she'll soon get back to them. They don't know she's dead, buried, and gone. And this may be the story of so many of them that they, like you said, they throw overboard and they die. And sometimes these boats sink and people die. And some people don't even know their people are dead, and they'll keep hoping that, one day the person will contact them. Somebody may say, do you know that Mr. B went to Italy? Since he go, they call anybody. You just go there, they enjoy himself. But meanwhile, the guy is dead and gone, It's a sad situation, I tell you. It's a sad one. Okay, Equem, I'll call you that. Equam. Okay, it's W-A-M. Equam, I'll call you that. All right. So a lot of people die on the way and nobody gets to hear of them. And their parents die on the way and nobody gets to hear of them. And their parents will be hoping that one day they are going to get a call from their child or their daughter or their son that life is better now in Europe. Maybe you're going to send them money. Forever and ever. They will never know where that child was buried. They will never know what happened exactly because nobody, like this situation where this guy was crushed and died, none of them knew knew who her parents or her friends or whatever, and she has died, they buried her and they moved on. That's sad. That's sad. Anyway, here's what I'm going to say. For a lot of people who may watch this video later, who maybe have people who are thinking of traveling this route, please advise them to. It is not worth it, in my opinion. If they think it's worth it, well, that's for them. But I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth risking one's life. You know, in a situation where you know if something goes wrong, there is nothing that can save you. I mean, it's death, automatic death, and then again, like they said now, the patrol on that on the Mediterranean Sea is high now. They are patrolling and catching people and all those stuff. So you pray that one doesn't embark on those journey and then he gets caught, then he goes into prison where he'll get into some kind of serious trouble. I mean, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Try as much as you can. Get your proper documentation. Put things together in the right way. Travel well. Go to wherever you want to go to with the right documentation. I mean, eventually you will get there, even if you don't have all the resources now. But as long as you decide that's what you want to do, I want to believe that when you start thinking the right way, the right things will come your way. You know, if you start thinking that's how you want to travel, you want to do it the proper way, you start putting things together, maybe working somewhere, even if you're paying 10 naira salary, keep proper accounting, do a lot of things the right way. Eventually, things will work out. Things will work out well because you're already thinking in the right direction. But if you just thinking about, oh no, it has to be this direction, it has to be this rough way, I don't know what to say to you. All the best. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me ramble about this trip, this video that I made recently. Guys, please help me grow this channel, because I'm actually believing that by the grace of God, before the end of this year, we should be able to hit 100,000 subscribers. And there is no way this is going to happen if you guys don't subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Help me make your friends subscribe to this channel so that we can grow. Please, that would be nice. And please, for every video that if you happen to see it or you decide to want to watch my videos all the time, please just like the video even before you start watching it so that you don't forget, you know. It will be nice, really, you know. Hadiza Saidu Bala said, yep, Hadiza from UK, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you know, you're welcome. So, okay, you can hear me, fine, that's so nice. So like I said, if you want to help this channel grow, please just help me subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. I know some of you may be watching my videos often, but it would be nice to just click the subscribe button so that you'll be part of it. I mean, it would be nice because sometimes you look at the statistics, you know, you will see like between 70% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribers. I sometimes tell myself, subscribe now. What do they do now? Just hit the subscribe button. Stay safe on your travels. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening to me ramble about this trip. More videos will be coming soon because I'll be traveling in a couple of days and I'll be making videos for you guys to see. Interesting videos. Please, if you can't support me financially, please support me by liking my videos, please. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. What are you waiting for? Somebody said, they don't need pay money, I beg, just subscribe. Oh, when I'm free. Takuran, enjoy the stream. Enjoy the stream. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Maybe I have not done this before. But I'm thinking that maybe I should do a live video when I'm in Niger State. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the internet is there, whether it will be this good or I don't know. Anyway, important thing is that I'll be making content that I believe you guys will enjoy because I enjoy making content, telling stories about places I visit, the culture of the people. And very soon, by the grace of God, I'll start traveling to Europe too. Maybe we'll start with Pakistan, not Europe now. Start with Asia, go to Pakistan, go to India, then we'll also do Europe. But we should do Africa. And the problem is that, tell you the truth, traveling around Africa is more expensive than traveling in Europe. Tell you the truth, it is. I was discussing with my senior pastor on Saturday. We're talking about going to Europe. He was telling me, because he just came back, he went for like a month or something. He was telling me, Big Wheels, you need to go there. It's beautiful. You need to tell stories. You need to show this. I will go. I'll go because of that. I started checking out on how to get the Schengen visa, what I need to do, all the documents I need to put together. I'm thinking about that on one side. I know it costs money to fly. We're going to find a way. School fees for children is waiting on this side. We are not realize that, man, this thing no easy. But with God, we'll keep pushing and things will get better, It get better, to get better, really. And these are, thank you for joining. Please haven't QZMBQ9. Please also like this video, please. Takmoran, thank you for joining. Thank you for telling me you enjoyed this. My elder, Ukwa, thank you very much, sir, for being here. I really appreciate it. Simon Peter, mighty welcome. Thank you very much. Ekwam, thank you for all the comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sultan Glory. You guys have been with me for a long time. I know all of your names because when you make a comment, I just know these guys are always there. They're making comments, and I know. I don't know you guys physically, but I just know you by name, and I know that these guys are always on my channel. Thank you very much. Joseph, thank you for today. Thank you for all the comments and contribution. Max, Marty, I hate. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking people to subscribe. Travel Iwala, it was nice having you today. You were also in my last stream. Hannah Joseph, always there, always there. Thank you. Let me see, who else am I seeing here? If I miss out your name by any chance, Azubike Stanley Meme, thank you for being here too. Thank you for the comment. Peter Udoka, honestly, you guys are great. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you. It's been nice. Long-time subscriber. Okay. QZ, is this your new name? Because I don't remember seeing this name. QZMBQ9. I don't know. But anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. All right, I'll be logging out now. It's been about 30 minutes on this video. London Sound Machine. Whoa. All right. It was great. You're an amazing. This was a great video. Thank you very much, London Sound Machine. Please like this video. If you've not liked it, please like it. And please help me share that video that I made of this guy traveling here. I'm just hoping that this video goes viral. I don't know how. I don't know what I can do about it. I've done what I can do by posting it. It's just for you guys to help me share it so that people can see it. I'm telling you, please. I need you guys to help me share those part 1 and part 2 of that video. Please, for all of you that are here, please help me share. Help me share this video. Let me just type it here. Help me share. Share. The last 2 videos. 2 videos. Okay. Please. I just let me share it. I'm just hoping that the video, because I believe it's a touching video. The story makes a lot of sense. It will help some other persons. And I just need you guys to help me share it. Please help me share it. Maybe after this video, can you just help me click it and help me share it? Okay. I think Sam Max just posted it here now. Please, just help me share it. You have friends, you have family members, you are in so many social groups or whatever. Help me share it so that this video can reach so many people. I'm just hoping that this video will be the video that will take me out of this slow pace moving that I've been going for years. It just takes one video. Honestly speaking, it just takes one video to grow. This I've seen over time. I've seen other YouTubers that I'm close to that we started at the same pace, but now they have some kind of viral videos and they have grown. I just hoping that one of these videos will do well. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be logging out now. It's just over 1.5 hours being here on this live stream. For those who tuned in at first when I first started the live stream, it became difficult because the team wasn't doing well. I had to cut that, stop it, and then started another live stream. Thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the love. I really appreciate this. All right, I'll be logging out now. See you guys in the very next video. 2 videos that will be coming, maybe one tomorrow, I think, or maybe the next day. I'm not too sure. But anyway, it's about Edo State. I made a video in Edo State coming out. All right. Okay. See you guys in the very next one. Sayanjima.